The game doesn't exactly save how I thought it would save. Thought the autosave meant that you can basically just have your minions ready and continue exactly where you leave, but it's clearly not the case. So we have to be fairly careful how we end the game, so we can basically just start everything again. We should have come here and used the waypoint very likely. So we need to basically choose our ending spots based on waypoints. Not that it matters all that much, still. Matters a little bit.
Tread lightly, Master, and make sure those halflings never wake up.
Where the hell did you come from? Guess we're fairly well equipped. We're not really picking up a lot of new loot. There is something there that we can carry. That's probably, is that a pile of gold or food? It's like a bag of gold to me. Okay, not sure what the hell that is.
Those filthy vermin don't seem to like the halflings. They smell their own. That's mine!
Okay, I have more than 1,000 gold. But I still really don't have anything to use it on. I don't even understand what use is gold in this game. Clearly the minions are equipped through play, and the less you get them killed, the more useful they are to you. But that's not it. What are these? Burrow holes.
The halflings have got holes everywhere. Seal them up and stop those overgrown weevils.
So there's spawn spots basically. Those are probably going to be used quite a bit, I would imagine. Also, we have music again. Didn't notice that. It's not much, still appreciate it. There's one of those weird halflings there, ones with the pole weapon. Right, I'm a bit worried about this. How is this gonna play out? What does it even do? Runs at us. Sort of. I'm guessing you just don't want to get hit by that. But how would you deal with something like that in a tight space? I want to try something. Can I basically use the group to maneuver behind it or something? Right, it seems to knock down people it encounters. But at least it knocked down a couple, the rest attacked it. Killed it easily. It's not any more durable than the rest, just more dangerous attack-wise. Whatever you do, don't take the bag. Not sure what it is. Looks gold. And we lost all of our minions. Again. They'll take it to the wave. That's not all that far away, so it shouldn't take that long. More of those little holes. Spawn spots. For fuck's sakes, move forward. Also, multiple
Please. Oh, get us out of here. It's the wheel over
multiple
there.
pole arm using
I
halflings.
heard those halflings say they're going to serve us to Melvin.
Oh, I don't want to
Seems to
be
be
lost.
increasing speed. That's something that's nice. Maybe the damage is based on the speed it has.
Thank you, thank you.
So they're fairly harmless if
Those har-
you interrupt them immediately. But if they get to speed up a lot, then that's a problem. Still, that's just a guess though. Tons of treasure, nowhere to spend it. Sure, once we get a mistress, that problem is gonna solve itself. I don't really get the point of a mistress from the perspective of the game. Usually things have a function. So, what's the function of the mistress? I can understand the cranes and the forges, the new imps, all that. Well, where does the mistress come in? I joke about her spending all my cash, but she must have a purpose. Okay, a lot of spawn spots to the left. Then to the right.
Seems that some careless halfling has broken that wheel. You'll have to find the missing spokes before you can use it.
And there's a gigantic pumpkin there.
What a fine specimen. It must have taken them years to grow. Don't you just want to smash it up?
Not particularly, no. Fuck's sakes, people. Spawn spots, attack the goddamn motherfucking spawn spots. No. I want to focus on non-essential targets for reasons apparently. Right. The other side haven't activated quite yet. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Ignore the pumpkin. Go for the spawn spots.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
I don't want to progress with just 7. It's not. I think that's probably possible, but we'll wait for the 3 to return. All the targets we can attack seem to be sort of pointless, so they're more or less giving us targets to attack and destroy for the sake of attacking and destroying targets. I suppose there's some satisfaction in it, but it's still a waste of time. Drink it.
can now control 15 minions. 15! That's double the number of brain cells in the average sheep.
Okay, that was a good point then. I'm not sure how good it actually is. Because there comes a point where I'm not sure what we can really get from the 5 extra guys of the same type. They're going to start to get cluttered, and if there's going to be an area of effect attack, we could lose a lot of minions for no particular game. But we'll see. I suppose I can multitask a little bit better. I can send about 5 minion groups to do these things. A lot of things at the same time. Also, a few casualties here and there aren't gonna really matter.
For you.
Okay. You people actually do what I command you to do. The halflings didn't seem to react to them, the minions, but they do react to my presence. Just got a couple of new minions, they should be lacking in equipment. There's clearly something there. It's a little bit troublesome that these little shitheads don't pick up all the stuff on their own. It's a problem because it's always not all that clear, is the place clear or not. So while usually there's nothing left, sometimes there are little items here and there. Okay, looks a little bit suspicious. A lot of spawn holes again. Probably just the location of the second missing piece. That's a little troublesome. Like to spawn new guys, so probably serious fighting coming our way. Okay, let's go. That's quite a lot of them. I'm not sure I can actually enter there, so oh, for God's sakes. Destroy the spawn spots. That's the only thing that really matters. Okay, I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Is that it? Didn't even lose anyone. Right. Okay, what is that? Probably someone has use for it. Okay, mission accomplished.
Good. Now you'll need 12 minions to turn it.
A long time to turn it too. Not sure what the point with that is. Not like there's anyone here interrupting us. Halfling homes too? Isn't this a little big to be a single house? Starts to feel like this is padding basically. Unnecessarily lengthy, nothing new really. But the spawn barrows were generally something different. Plus we got a waypoint out of it. Summoning points. Weaponry, cash. Suspicious amount of things in general. I think this is gonna be a boss fight of some sort, or a tactical situation equivalent to a boss fight.
We found the nest, sire. Careful! You should not alarm them all at once. Otherwise, they'll have your minions upside down in a pot before you know it.
So, what exactly do you use? I mean, it's not like this is a stealth game or anything. I'm guessing we need to get access to that thing, maybe not immediately. We need to destroy the barrels. sure if the warriors can do anything to me really. What we need to do is just basically not go out of our way to pick fights with them. They look like they're separate from the main group. Might be better to leave the looting for later. I think there's a good chance we'll just give ourselves away doing things. Okay, so one spawn spot section, gotta get out. I still don't want to attack them directly. For that one. Right. So more or less we needed to get rid of the spawn spots before we actually engaged the main group here. Still, there's the mechanism there. There's also whole weapon wielding sunspecies. Might be an okay thing to try to initiate this thing with. I'm trying to just see if there's anything we could do before we actually just go in there and try to cause the boss. I don't really see it. Yeah, we're gonna get casualties, but that's unavoidable. But we lost a couple of guys, nothing too serious. There's some spare weaponry here, so they should be good for our little spare minions. Combat effectiveness 171%. I'm guessing that's a damage bonus, probably. A bit of a recharge on mana, and that's about it. A lot of gold, I suppose. Not that it matters. Okay, let's go. So, is that a warm-up? What the fuck is that? That's a cook. A little bit tougher than the rest, but nothing amazing. Resembling that troll a little bit, I guess. I mean, in the way that they started to jump on its back. That's probably the food, so the main quest objective. Quite a few cooks this time. Could be trouble. Mana recovery. More minions. It's a little bit inconvenient to move around with so much clutter. What is that thing there that we can use? Wondering if there's a better way to basically get rid of the chefs. A lot of rats. Which is fine, but that doesn't really answer the question. I think there might be something if we bypass these, but again, I'm not sure what's the best way to try to do it. I'm a little bit surprised we didn't take casualties, so I overestimated the capabilities of the cooks. Rats could at least have been used as decoys, which we sort of did, but I wonder if there were other options we have had. Well, there are certainly more rats.
There's the food. Use your minions to move it, Master.
5. Just everyone. Hey.
For you. Treasure.
A little bit of extra gold. Is that it? It's more or less. Let's go.
Oh, you found it. Oh, Spree is saved. Thank you, Lord.
If you could just place the food over here, Lord, we shall take it up to Spree.
That food would provide you with a substantial amount of life force, sire. You could leave them the food. Just walk next to the platform and let your minions leave the food supply on it. Or if you're feeling particularly evil, why not just keep it? That is, if we dispose of the witnesses.
Yeah, I don't care at this point. We were supposed to use the townspeople to get some kind of an evil master plan going as a workforce, more or less, I guess. So the only way they can live more is also that they get food. They don't have time to grow new crops, so I see we're gonna give them the food. What the fuck am I gonna do with it? Okay, are we going to go in or
You
what?
could leave them the food. Just walk next to the platform and let your minions leave the food supply on it. Or if you're feeling particularly
Are you actually gonna...
evil, why not just keep it? That is, if we dispose of the witnesses.
Why aren't you taking the food to the platform?
Hey!
A generous act. I hope Spree will reward you accordingly.
Selflessly return the food to the fat peasant. Okay, but now what? Mistress, first Tower Smelter, investigate destruction castle Spree, find out more about the mysterious lady, seek the entrance to the Elven Forest, crash the halflings party. Okay. I would assume the halflings party is something that we can crash now, if not now, fairly soon. I mean, we wrecked their palace, we've stolen their food. Well, what more is there left for me to do?
Salutations!
Anything new going on here? No?
Merciful quietener of the grumbling stomachs. Savior of the Tower Heart.
Yeah. What is this? Everything respawned, of course. was wondering why it looked like no one had visited there.
Salutations!
What I wanted to do is go to Spree. Just wondered what the 6 here means. Well, there's a great check mark if you go with corruption, I
It
guess.
appears Melvin, the halfling hero, is all grown up and out. Pity he doesn't have the taste in music he does in food.
Okay. Thanks for sharing, I guess. Getting closer to 100 magical power, whatever that means. Oh, life force. 99. It's not like I'm gonna get an extra life out of this, but surely there's something I get. There we go. It was probably explained at the tutorial part of the game, but I don't recall it. So it could be anything. I don't recall where was the fast pass we wanted to go to. It's the amount of new goblins or minions we can draw out. Something, yeah, the mayor might have something for us.
You're a gent. I couldn't have spent another night listening to my grumbling stomach. You're welcome at the Happy Mule anytime. We are in your debt. Beers all around. I miss my Ruboria. Dry as a dead man's tongue, and sandstorms so bad you'd be sneezing glass for a week. I don't know why they made me mayor. I know what happened to Lord Spree, our last mayor. I ain't ending up like that. Fancy a drop of the good stuff?
Okay, I was thinking he might be going somewhere with that, but no.
Thank you for freeing us.
We probably have to kill the not goblin, but halfling hero. It's a boss fight. Looks a bit round, so I'm not quite sure how he's going to fight us. Really similar to the trolls. Trolls use some kind of a belly jump that smashes everything around them. So, gold should not really be an issue for us in this game. I mean, it might become hard to get more, but you can always come back to earlier areas and farm more gold. So that's one thing we shouldn't really care about
Looks like they're
too
preparing
much.
a party down there. We should hurry up, sire. Don't
Same
want
thing
to
with
miss
the
it.
equipment for the minions. You can always just redo things to get equipment for them. Enemies don't seem to really respond, but the loot does. So I'm not quite sure. What are there any resources I would have to worry about running out on? Maybe the minions. but you can always come back here for the sheep to get more life force, so you can summon more minions. So I don't think there is really anything that can run out in this game. It's probably some things can get tough for you. So if you screw up too much, you have to go back in the older areas and farm. Hopefully I don't have to do that. So far the game hasn't exactly been too difficult. I think it still might punish you for being stupid though. Like recklessly attacking some of the halfling settlements or the groups, so you will get overwhelmed. If you pay attention at all, you'll be fine. Okay, let's see, what exactly is this mother going to do to us? A little bit of gold. A lot of humans, no real halflings. And that gigantic son of a bitch. I'm fearing area of effect attacks from it, so we could lose all our minions at the same time.
Looks like Melvin is making a run for it. Well, a waddle for it. Your minions seem bewitched. It does have a haunting beauty to it. Perhaps we should stay a while, revel in the melody. Oh, my feet, Master. I can't stop them. Oh, I'm dancing. I'm actually... You won't be following that tub of lard until you fix that wheel, sire.
Can't actually get commands to them. They're just slaughtering my minions. Can't really do much. Ooh, is it you? What the fuck are you doing? I tried to attack the goddamn minstrel, but I can't. Just new ones coming constantly. So I was clearly supposed to do something here that I failed to do. Okay, this went to shit. But minions would not have helped, they just simply couldn't do anything. So, I'm not quite sure what exactly am I supposed to do there. The reason I retreat is because I don't have any more life. So it doesn't really matter if I have minions or not. A lot of rock throwers too. They keep respawning the halflings, so going with more minions isn't gonna do us any good. I need to figure out what the fuck we're supposed to do there. I'm guessing we're just gonna kill the minstrel. It shows it's green, but it's really not doing us any favors. I can't summon more. There we go. Not sure. This will buy me time. I don't really have any more life or anything. Also, the minions are unupgraded, so they're worthless. Manually target the son of a bitch and kill it.
So often, the great die before their time. Oh, his music will live on in our hearts.
Right there, coming out of the house this time. The real problem there was that I had never really had to pick a target specifically to attack, so that was causing me problems. It wasn't an enemy we had to kill, technically it was friendly. Okay, could you do something? For fuck's sakes, go inside the building! No, they refuse to go inside the goddamn building. They're collecting everything, but oh, for fuck's sakes, you're so worthless. They're literally being bombarded to death, chased to death, just hacked to pieces, and they're collecting loot or standing still. So yeah, it requires quite a lot of manual commanding to get the minions to do anything useful. I guess that's why the manual mobility thing is a thing. You have to direct them to the target yourself, otherwise nothing is gonna get done. I mean, this is one of the reasons I really don't like these type of real-time strategy games, because it becomes troublesome to actually get the units to do what you want to do. The job might not be all the top, but getting them to do it is tough. So it becomes more of a the gameplay becomes more about fighting the actual retardedness of your units and the control system than it comes about playing through the challenges. This isn't the only game that feels like this. Battlezone is another one, and Sacrifice. All games where you're in the middle of the fighting, commanding things, and it's troublesome. It's a little bit troublesome, the target selection, especially in a situation where there's a constant stream of new enemies being spawned, but your minions refuse to go block the spawn, which is the only sensible thing to do. They're trying to do everything else. Loot, fight the constantly spawning enemies, go all attack some distant enemies, whatever. Anything but the actual job that needs to get done. Hopefully things don't get too complicated in these fights. Because there's a limit to how much I can do. It might be better if we had multiple groups. I was thinking, multiple groups of minions. Could we switch between them? So we could send some off, then switch to the other and have them to whatever we need to do. That would work better, I feel, in a situation like this where we have to do multiple things. Trying to break this group into doing multiple things that actually get things done doesn't really work. Because it's not always clear what exactly are you commanding. If you send half a team off and then try to manually control things, what exactly are you controlling? It seems to depend on which group is closer to you. Right, there's like I think one building left. There's also a couple of rock throwers. Rock throwers don't seem to be respawning though, it's always the shitty halflings. No, not quite. A little few more than just one. Okay, I don't think that's actually a spawn house anyway. It's the ones with the open doors. Right. Not that big of a problem, but still. This was a fairly simple thing to do, and so convoluted and complicated to actually get done. $4,000 gold, no places to spend the gold. Is 4,000 a lot, or is it not enough to buy anything? Okay, reinforcements, sacrifice pool for health.
You are not flame-proof, Master. Enlist the aid of the red minions. Only their skin can absorb the flames.
Right, so we can't get the loot at the center. Still, we should... What are you doing? We should be able to go after the fat little bastard. Okay, is he going to come fight here, or are we gonna go in there and fight him? We're gonna go in, right? Oh no. Could have let them come out. Not that it matters. Okay, how bad could this possibly be? Melvin's kitchen. I'm hoping this is more or less just a boss fight and not some kind of a huge area you have to crawl through. Well, we have extra energy. Not that much though. A little bit of extra life would be great at this point.
For you.
It's not just a boss fight. Well, it's not too bad if there's some kind of limit to the extra crap.
All this for one bloated halfling hero. They could feed 100 minions. The Reds. Those halflings must be using them to start the cooking fires. They must use that wheel to control the flames. Roasted in his own kitchen. There's something evilly poetic about that. More roast meat for Melvin. A good halfling is an on fire and screaming halfling.
Yes. Can I now get the red ones somehow? There was only a handful of them though. I'm not gonna go back to the Citadel power, whatever. Path forward.
Yes, 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 sir.
4,000 gold and nothing to spend it on.
For you.
Gold, health, mana. So I'm definitely getting recharged for something. Oh shit, just a fat ass. I don't like this confined space with his massive bulk. I don't have anywhere to go.
Melvin ain't so small now.
Holy shit, there's no real escape.
Come here. Stay still, little snack. Mine! Mine! Mine!
So we basically are gonna repeat some kind of a sequence, are we?
It's tasty. Food.
What is it doing?
Squash food. Eat food.
Holy shit.
Taking position.
So dodge, attack when it's vulnerable. I suppose there's a little bit of a sequence here, but it's not exactly that tough, is it? And it's escaping, more food.
Burst him like a balloon, master.
Oh shit, I don't want to do that, that's disgusting.
That is concentrated evil, sire. It accumulates in those of an especially evil disposition. Now you've dealt with Melvin, you should endeavor to find our fiery friends.
So, leader of the halflings dead and we get new minions. I'm not sure what to say about that. I mean, no matter how incompetent of a player you are, it's hard to imagine you basically losing this. At the same time, there is really no reinforcement, so I suppose Anything's possible. Can I take the crown? No. I'm getting some equipment out of this. Yeah, one of them got the crown. What the hell are those things even? Some kind of box. Waypoint back to the tower. We're here for the raids. Don't want to leave yet. We have discovered the red minions as home. How do we get them out? Do we need to fight?
Yes, look after them and they'll look after you. Just like one big evil family. As I explained, Reds are fire immune, but they also have a powerful ranged attack. Summon some Red, sire. If you've reached your maximum minion horde with your Browns, you can swap them at the gate. Have a little practice, sire. Select your Reds. Reds! Browns! Now sweep your Reds into that fire barrier over there.
Okay, I think it makes sense to have at least 2 different groups of minions, so you can give very different type of tasks to them, regardless of the immunities they have. Browns seem to be very good at attacking, and if you want to more or less block things, I can't imagine red minions being sufficient for you, no matter what you do. I suppose it depends on the opposition a little bit. And the range attack isn't all that ranged. Yeah, it's pretty much pointless against those.
This is Red Life Force, sire. It will allow you to summon more Reds.
Okay. Somewhat interesting. In that they're clearly using different pools of resources for each different type of minion. Not sure how good of a thing that ends up being. And that range is just pathetic. Also the effects are pathetic.
Browns! Reds!
What are you attacking?
Browns! Reds!
That means there's nothing really there to attack.
Browns! Reds! That's the Red Minion Hive, Master. Summon enough Reds to carry it to the waypoint gate.
10. So I need some minion power somehow. Yeah, I can see the problem with ranged attackers. The opponent does any kind of evasive maneuvering, you ain't gonna get shit. That should be enough red minion peasants.
For the master! Browns! Reds!
Oh, for God's sake, just kill it.
The Reds won't leave without their hive.
I don't want to leave.
Browns!
Okay, we'll have to switch things.
Reds! Browns!
Let's switch things around a little bit. More reds.
Reds! Browns!
So where are we going?
Ah, the perfect opportunity to test out your reds on those halflings. Reds! Recall your reds from the Red Hive and commence the fry and die, sire.
I'm not quite sure how we can effectively use the reds.
Browns!
Okay, how do we use it?
All!
Okay.
Browns! Reds! Browns! You choose all!
All minions.
Reds! Browns! For me! Reds! All!
Does a red minion benefit from melee weapons at all?
Reds! You choose all!
Okay. What now?
You cannot reach them from here. You must reposition your reds for maximum flaming carnage. Reds! Sire, you can hold the position of your minions by placing guard markers for them.
Okay, that would have been a nice thing to know a long time ago. I do have to say there's at least some...
See? Now they are holding off the cooks. You can sweep your browns to that fire wheel.
There's quite a bit of thought given to this. I mean, how you need to manage things. I was wondering how the hell are you gonna effectively use the raids, and immediately they give you a way to use them. So, I feel the controls are fairly good. I complain about them, but they're simple and they can do a lot of things. So,
Done, sire.
okay, what now? Wait until the last one dies, I suppose. Right, we ignited the fire.
Reds.
And the guard marker disappears.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Reds. Browns. Reds.
Want to loot a little bit?
Browns.
It looks like there's actually quite a bit of treasure.
Oh. For you, treasure. Reds. On the head. Browns.
So how much longer do we keep this up? That's the waypoint. Okay, it's a good place to end things anyway. One major quest completed. One boss down again. Red Minion Hive. Mistress Tower Smelter. We'll probably go after... No. There was one area here we couldn't loot because we couldn't get close to it. It was fire there. We had to go there. Elves, Mysterious Lady. Want to get to the start of this place. I suppose I can get there from the village of Spree fairly quickly.
There seems to be a surge of evil energy coming from the Mellow Hills. Your peasants are being drawn towards it. Salutations!
Surge of evil energy.
Leader of the Fire Starters!
Right.
Exploder of Melvin Underbelly! Merciful
Mellow Hills should do it. We just need to get to Spree quickly. With a handful of fire ones.
Oh!
We might as well take the energy every time we visit here. It's a very quick thing to do, and we always find it useful. We are getting casualties here and there. Also, I'm pretty sure the amount of sheep keeps increasing. Right. There was a fire location near the where the halfling village was. Not sure what the best way to actually get there is though. We don't want to go here exactly. Right, we want to bypass the village of Spree. This should be the halfling areas. So there's always going to be some halflings here if we happen to meet them. Still, probably shouldn't be that many. Not enough to really give us even a pause this time. It was a little bit further than where the feast was being eaten, where the guy with the musical instrument was.
For you.
Right, no important respawns here. I'm assuming the real spawn locations haven't been replenished. Right.
Reds.
Do we need how many reds?
Brown. Reds. Browns. Reds. Browns. Reds. Browns.
I want to fight in the fire.
Reds. Browns. Reds.
Are they getting rid of the fire? Okay, that's a new one. I thought they would just ignore the fire.
Browns. That's mine.
Don't see anything particularly interesting. So, gold. I love gold. Not exactly a horrible thing to get, I suppose, but still. Right, we'll get this to our tower and leave things at that. I would like to know what use gold is in this game. Seems like we're collecting tons of it. This seems to be like it's an important object here and there to collect, but still no use for it. Okay, where exactly are we going? It'll be a long trip apparently. We're going back to the start. Fine. Go back to the start. I'm gonna go to the tower itself and there. Probably should do that every time because every time I load I'm gonna end up in the tower anyway. So that way there's no confusion about what we were doing. I'll try to finish one quest every time at least. So the gate in the middle hills, okay.
The gods have surely smiled upon us lowly peons.
They have given us a way to escape our dark overlord. It must be a passage. A passage to heaven.
Do I get wings? I want wings. Do they have wings? Oh, I hope they have wings.
Come on, let's be free from this sheep-killing, pumpkin-smashing overlord.
That overlord can grow his own bloody food. I'm going where there's a halo with my name on it.
And wings? Don't forget the wings.
My lord, now you've got rid of Melvin, the sheep are flourishing. Take as many as you like, sire. They're breeding faster than I can count them.
Oh, more sheepies! I had some wings once. Gave me a rash. However, sire, you have an evil domain to uphold. You can't just let your subjects wander off. It's bad for your image. Find out where they're going and stop them.
Yeah, I think that's a job for another time. There should be portals, so hero portals were in Dungeon Keep at least. So I'm not gonna have to fight against heroes. Wouldn't necessarily be a horrible thing. Still don't understand what the hell am I supposed to do with cash.
Salutations!
And things
Leader
aren't
of the
progressing here.
Firestarters.
Maybe the foundry piece or whatever castle upgrade quest we have should be our priority. No. Retrieve the first tower smelter. So, implying there are multiple ones. That
Loader
might
of
allow us to
Melvin
start
Underbelly.
doing things with the tower. It is in terrible shape. Maybe
Merciful
upgrade equipment.
partner of the
Maybe do
crumbling stomachs.
something with the gold we're carrying. So, I'll leave things here.
Savior of the Tower Heart.